quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First carry for Nick Chubb. And bulldozing his way through. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Faking the give, now Watson. Steps away to his left. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
off the field. Switch. Switch.
11.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Shift. 11.
Switch it.
11.
On me.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here I come again.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A give. This is Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Powering his way forward. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps left.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Joe Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
I'm wondering.
Go, D. Let's go.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done and for a nice chunk of yardage too.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it. Room here to run.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Mixon. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
11. He's coming.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Big 13. Big 13. Here we go. Ready? I'm coming after you. Hey, number 28.
On 2nd and 15 now. Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Back deep, Trent Taylor. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McCann's kick is good.
And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 21.
He'll hand it off here. This is
Yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get that ball. My game. I'm coming. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11. Under crunch. Pick the edge.
They'll run with Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
12.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A handoff, running left, Mixon shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Here we go. Lady. Pretty quiet.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Championships, baby. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Here's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball.
Touchdown, Bengals! T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down and 5.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A give running right is Chubb. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
167 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. First down screen pass, good for 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on second down. Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A big play there. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them.
Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's what it is.
Jordan Elliott able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Bengals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 28. Mike 28.
Now it's Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they take a knee. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.